And we are live. What's going on, people? Still waiting on Mandy to get in here. If you hear my dog eating, that's because ever since his mommy died, he will not eat without me in the room. So I sit in my garage because I don't like to smoke in the house. So he is chewing on his food right now. So sorry about the little the eating, if you can hear it. So Mandy's getting set up. She should be here any minute. I just wanted to go ahead and say hello and thanks for everybody coming on. Let's give this room a little shout out. From what I can see, I see Nat, Remy, Whiskey, Rachel, Jason, Jules of Thought, Mia, hey love, Hockey Mom, hey honey, Hazel Turner, Lucy's World, hey mama, Elle, Hazel, Darlene, Two Pillars, good to see you all, Alice, Stainless Steel, your main girl, Bonnie, Valerie, Jules of Thought, I think I already got you there, Remy, Anon, what's going on, Charla, Glasgow, Ash. Let me pull up the participants. Truth Matters. Hey, Doc. Dana, a little bit. What's going on? Johnny B. Brent, how are you? Mrs. Kryptonian, good to see you. Jan, bless this mess. Inside Outwards, Morgan. And then I will do a shout out probably before the broadcast ends. Hey, Kimmy C. All right, so I tell you what, this week has been a crazy. Well, I'd say the last week and a half. I'm not exactly sure when this all started, but I don't know. I just, it's like every day we hear another lie. Am I right? Can I get an amen? And I caught her in another lie today, and I had to grab that because automatically knew that was incorrect. But she had said that I had stalked her since October 14th. I will tell you guys, I've never stalked anyone. And I didn't start watching her channel until she had said, actually, I take that back. I started watching her channel when she was going over some of the discovery docs on the Chris Watts case. And then I think I subscribed when I saw her in the chat during Molly's broadcast, and she said she had breast cancer. And I'm going to repeat that. She said breast cancer. Now, anyone that has been affected by this, which I think we all have, but anybody that's been directly affected, as in like contacting her and getting close to her, you're definitely in my prayers. Anybody's in my prayers, but I'm going to say an extra prayer for you all because this has just been, who does that? Who gets on YouTube, makes friends? I don't like to lie regardless, like I said earlier in a chat, but to lie about something like that, have you ever heard of the word karma and what it means? You know what I'm saying? So, yes, using tactics, but they are tactics of a child who thinks they are invincible or invisible. I'm not sure which one you meant there. Yes, crazy beyond crazy. Let's see. I'm just reading the chat, guys. Always, Kryptonian. How are you? So I got Mr. and Mrs. Kryptonian in here. That's awesome. And let me check my text. Yes, she is. Okay. She doesn't have a link in her email. So let me send it again. See, that's the thing with Hangouts is you just never know if it's going to work correctly. Oh, I think I misspelled it. That's why you didn't get a link, Mandy. Sorry. I think I put majestically. Oops. Sorry. All right, you should get that link in your email. Or what you may want to do is open up Hangouts with that email and it should call you there. If you're on your phone, Mandy, which I don't think you are, the link won't work. But you are on a PC, and I would recommend Chrome, opening Chrome, Mandy. And I think this is Mandy's first time on Hangout, so please, guys, in the chat. Oh, is it buffering? Is it buffering? Okay, hold on just a second. I'm going to get it pulled back up. Just a second. And I can't see the chat while I'm doing this, so let me change the whole buffering thing for you guys. Oh, I just heard Stacy. I had her video open. There's a setting on Hangouts where I can actually change the buffering for you guys, so there's less buffering. I just forgot to click that, so I apologize. Computer is wanting to be slow tonight for some reason. Sorry. But what I was saying was, if you've never been on Hangouts before, sometimes it's a little tricky getting on. So, but once you get it down pat, it is really, really easy. Okay, we got it pulled up. Just bear with us, please, guys. All right. And it's not letting me change it. I guess since I've already started the Hangout, it won't let me edit that part. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right, I'm going to send it to a different email. Looks like that one's not working. Sorry, Mandy. Like I said, it can be a little tricky sometimes. Also, check your spam too. I see you. Yes, that's under the Mini-Me account. I see it. Alrighty. Hey, my little buddy jumped up here behind me. Yes, it's Dozer you're hearing in the background, Crypt. He will not eat unless, ever since Hazel died, he will not eat unless I'm in the room with him. So I'm constantly having to take his bowl around the house with me. And of course, we are dominant over him. So he has to wait to eat until after we eat. And that's the way dogs do, as far as like packs and stuff. So I wasn't hungry. I didn't eat, but my husband and son and daughter just got through eating. And of course, he has to eat now. So it's so neat how dogs do. Yeah, he is glued to me at the hip ever since Mama died. So very, very tough subject for us. And Mandy, that went to your Mini-Me. So I'm not sure. It's not in your email at all. So she sent me the other one. You shouldn't be having any issues. And if I were you, I would just go ahead and just go into Hangouts and open it and have it open, and it might ring you there. It's been so long since I've been invited to an actual broadcast before I started broadcasting, so it's automatically in the system. So, okay, what are you guys saying in the chat here? Let me pull it up. Still did not receive an email, and it's not in my junk. Weird. Okay, Mandy, in another browser, pull up Google Hangouts, log in, and I'm going to go in here and add you. And we'll see if that works, okay? Okay, I'm going to mute real quick because he's chewing next to me. Hold on. Okay, we have got you in here.
Good Lordy. Wow.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, we have got you in here. Good
Okay, so
Lord.
you've got the YouTube page open. Mute the volume on your YouTube. You know, like your watch page, just turn the volume all the way down on YouTube. Yeah, turn the volume all the way down on YouTube or just mute it. Happens every time, guys. Sorry. As far as muting the watch page, you know how you can turn the volume up or down on YouTube when you're watching it, the little bar there, just mute that. Or just turn it all the way down because you're going to be able to, you know, it's the feedback.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're ready to go. All right, no feedback. Awesome. Okay, thanks, Mandy, for coming on.
You're welcome.
So we have 213 people watching. And I tell you what, it's been one heck of a week, right?
Yes.
Oh, man. So I was wondering, did you ever get any emails earlier? Did you get any information?
I did not.
Okay.
Let me check real quick before I put my foot in my mouth and say no.
Right, because we all know how email can be. I know I myself have had trouble with emails even popping up. Even when I refresh and try to get my inbox, nope. I've had to go to on Gmail where it says all mail. I've had to actually hit that for the first time, and that was the other day. And I've never ever looked in all mail. I even hit search and like put in a keyword for somebody that I knew emailed me, and no, nothing. But I went to all mail and it was there. I'm like, how does that work?
I don't have anything at all.
And you've hit refresh, right? And you've gotten a recent email since, right? And did you check your spam?
Yep. Just looked on my phone and on my laptop. I mean, my phone and my laptop sync together, but I don't have anything.
And what was her channel name earlier? The one that said that she was presenting information?
Carol Lee Sullivan. And then what did it change to?
April
Cecil.
Cecil, yeah. Annette Cecil, yeah.
Hi, Irish Gal, Blue Topaz, and Red Lotus. Yeah, there's a train. There's going to be a train.
It's a train. It's a train, yeah.
I'll have one more in an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, okay. Carol, in case you all don't know, Critters contacted everybody, and Critters is awesome, by the way. And so Critters was contacted by a lady by the name, this is what she went by Carol Lee Sullivan, had a YouTube channel. She's had her YouTube channel since like 2015. Am I correct on that? And she stated that she had some information on the A&A and basically was going to email it to Mandy. Now, I think she did send some stuff to Stacy, if I'm not correct, but I cannot, don't hold me to that. But I think that's what Stacy said. She was supposed to email you a lot of information, and her video, she had went live earlier and she stated that she was going live to present the information. That's why everybody went over there. And then once we got over there, it was just for subs. And then like she hurried up and changed her channel name after the live stream. Like, wow.
So basically, I'm not sure if any of the information she gave is correct. I have not been able to validate it. Kay Smalls and I, we were on the phone trying to like Google and look this all up, and we were not able to find it. And with both of our brains together, we couldn't find it. So I don't think A's husband is a felon.
what you said earlier made a lot of sense. You know, the line of work that he's currently in, they do background checks.
Well, he was in.
Right, he was in, but if it happened in 97.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been in it in 2017 for sure.
But you know, something that he said in one of the live streams really got my brain spinning. He had said that he had had that PayPal address since they built their house. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Why would you need PayPal to build a house? I'm just wondering. I mean, and you would think, you know, a contractor, I mean, he could have been, maybe a friend was helping and that's how he paid him. I don't know. But typically, you know, I don't think people usually get paid through PayPal. I mean, maybe not. I heard that and a red flag.
Well, you know, whenever he was was that the night that they were live when I had my live? Because I couldn't really pay attention.
That's right as he was presenting the PayPal. And if you all haven't seen the 2 videos that I most recently posted, we found 3 separate PayPals for them. The underscore PayPal was actually posted, and I wish I had gotten a screenshot. There you go.
Let me mute real quick.
I think Mandy's a little closer to the tracks than I am, but the underscore Super Steve PayPal that was listed was actually posted on one of her videos in November of 2018. That's where I initially found that PayPal, I think. And I was like, well, so November, and why was it changed? And I had heard that the email address for the PayPal, that he wasn't even getting those. She made that up. So if in fact that is true, if she made up that PayPal with that email address herself, no wonder he wouldn't get all the PayPal donations because it was under his name. Now, to my knowledge, both PayPals are still alive and kicking. You can have 3 different PayPals, I would say. Yeah, as long as you have a different email address and they can verify. If you have more than one bank account, you can have PayPals. I know that my PayPal, I can have different bank accounts linked on it. So, I mean, I know you can have more than one PayPal, yes. Sure can. As long as PayPal can verify the deposits when you initially open a PayPal, yes, you can have more than one PayPal. I use PayPal. It's pretty secure. I haven't had any issues with it. Most people prefer PayPal, like through payments online, because it's verifiable. You know, you cannot have a PayPal and it not be verified. And basically, once you open a PayPal, PayPal makes 2 small deposits into your bank account. And after those deposits are posted, you go back to PayPal and verify the amounts. And then you can also set up like 2-step verification to where when you log into PayPal, they know it's you. Like for myself, I get a text message sent to my phone. And then I also have a 4-digit PIN whenever I log into my PayPal. Red Lotus. I've been hacked. The same email I used when I was emailing her. I had 80 text messages, said letters and numbers when I woke up the other day. I know it's her. Oh, wow. Anybody else had anything going on? Hey, Dags. Mandy, you're still muted.
I know the train just finished going through town.
Oh, wow. That's a long train. I didn't know. I saw you in the chat. I didn't know if you forgot to unmute.
A long black train. How appropriate.
So did you see that Red Lotus comment? She said that she had 80 text messages, said letters and numbers when she woke up the other day and that's the same email that she was using. She said she knows that she's been hacked, the same email she used when she was emailing her. And then she also had 80 text messages, and all they said was letters and numbers.
Crazy. Because when I emailed her back December 1st, I mean, she has my real email, and I haven't had anything like that. And you guys know she hates me. So.
Well, I don't think that she wanted to mess with us on that. She knew that we probably weren't.
Well, this is before she knew
I
I was
don't know.
her. This is the first time I ever talked to her. So I haven't had anything happen to me. She even called my personal number. She's had my personal
She
number.
had my personal number too. Yeah. She knows we do research.
Yeah. Well, she didn't then though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
oh, okay.
that was the first time I ever actually spoke to her instead of just being in chat and being like, hey, what's up? How's it going?
Huh.
I've never been messed with ever. And it's not like because I'm some, Billy Bad A, but I mean, if she was hacking people, she would have hacked me a long time ago.
Well, she did sing you a song.
Well, yeah, she sang me a song, but I mean, I don't think she was some super sleuth computer hacker. I really, really don't, because I was never messed with. And I mean, I don't know. My dad, he's really smart with computers. So is my husband. My husband does IT work also for his company. And I've never been messed with. Neither has my IP address at home. Like, nothing's been messed with.
The Nikias, you heard I cocked a gun before the meeting? What? You're being silly. I guess I don't know what she's talking about. She's trying to be funny, I guess. But she said if Jason McFall comes in the stream, she's heard I cocked a gun before the stream. No, I don't cock guns before streams. I don't know what that means.
Are you sure? Aren't you a little country? Did
Yeah.
you have to toss them off your porch?
Actually, there was a possum outside one day, and I couldn't find my 38. So I was like, where is it? And then it ran off. So, but I'm in a subdivision. I would hate to shoot my gun that late at night anyways. So I'm like not in city limits, so it's okay if I did, but I have neighbors and stuff. It's a little too close, but I thought about it.
And I do have to for this. I just thought 80s music fan. Yes, I do think it's strange that Carol didn't contact me first, or at least K Smalls. I mean,
Right.
No offense to anybody else, but actually I would have rather her contacted K Smalls because she knows how to do videos so much better than I do.
Thanks, Iris Gal. Appreciate that. She says, love Mandy and Smalls. Thanks for the hard work. You are helping. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of like this, if you have information, you can email us. You can go to the About Me on My section, and there's my email. It's just you have to verify through Kapacha for it to work. And I recommend everybody do that. Don't put email addresses in chats. That's just a vulnerable way of people getting your email address that you do not want to have it.
Unless it's your false one. I mean, like I set up one just strictly for YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't have anything attached to it, anything at all.
But the good thing about this is, I pray that nobody sent cash throughout this whole thing because, if you send cash, you're more than likely not going to get it back. If you use means by using your bank account or using PayPal, you can dispute that stuff. What'd you say?
Check, money order.
Right. I wouldn't recommend Western Union for nothing ever. Don't do that.
Not even to buy a dog.
No. And that's a little weird in itself because I worked at a bank for 6 years, and there's a certain way that banks wire money, and it's not Western Union. Just saying. Wanted to point that out there. But yeah, I tried to get her to apologize to me for calling me hussy the other day, and she's like, she still says, oh, she did email my husband.
Well, you have to remember she called us both hussies. That's why she was like, hussies, thumbs up, thumbs up. Hey, we should make a Hussey's candle.
I know. Who was it earlier said they were going to make me Hockey Mom, I think. Said she was going to make me a hussy candle, but what did it smell like? And I'm like, no, fish.
Yeah, that's what I said on one of my lives. I was like 3-day-old tuna.
Oh, gross. Could you imagine?
You gotta have some humor whenever somebody is, trying to make a joke out of you, except she's not as funny as I am.
No, by far. And, it's good to laugh about it. You have to have a sense of humor about some of the stuff, too. You can't just.
Oh, wait.
What?
What's going on, Blue Topaz, with Pink?
What?
She said prayers for Pink. Her mother's been really sick and in the ER. And so she said prayers for Pink. So I just want to make sure that Pink's mom is okay.
Pink had put out a live stream earlier and said something, but I didn't get. She had put out a video earlier and then did a live, and I caught that her mom was ill, and I said prayers in her comments, but I didn't actually know what was wrong. So I wonder if it's turned to the worse. But yeah, everybody just say a prayer for Pink's mom. I'm not sure exactly what's wrong.
Me neither. We've been too busy, and that's why I was like, hold up, wait a minute, because I want to make sure she's okay, and that way we can send some prayers out for Pink and her mom and her family.
Yeah, regardless, we can go ahead and send prayers, and I hope she's okay too. No update, just send prayers and love because it's so hard and heartbreaking. Yes, okay, thanks, Blue Topaz.
We will definitely do that tonight. Well, I mean, me and my husband will. I don't mean like me and Kay Smalls will.
No, we can later. I don't like to pray out loud.
Even though we do talk until I almost go to sleep every night, but hey, whatever.
Sometimes when I'm saying my prayers at night, it's like my mind will start drifting and I'm like, sorry. I can't help it. It's just my mind just races sometimes.
Oh, wait, let me finish off my sentence.
It's just I have to wait till I'm so tired before I go to sleep or I'll lay there forever. That's the way I've always been.
Me too.
Yeah. So I would like to get Stacy either on the phone or her join in here to, maybe go over what information that she received.
For sure. Like I would love if Stacy could get on.
Is Stacy in the chat? I know she entered her live earlier and she was.
Or call you on speakerphone or something, because this was difficult for me to figure out. And
right. Yeah. Once you get it, it's really easy. It's just, and I thought you had conversations and hangouts before.
No,
I've always, and that's what I get. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. But hey, you're getting there, right? I mean, you're one step away from being able to live stream on your channel and being able to share stuff, So hey, you're almost there.
Red Lotus said Stacy isn't feeling well. So
yeah, she had a headache on her last live, so we need to say some prayers for her too.
I bet this has all been so hard for everybody that anal took advantage of. It's I can't imagine. I mean, the stuff I've been going through with some of the people that I was really close to since September. It's been really tough for me too. So I can't even imagine, like, you give somebody money or you give them support, and even though you don't really know them, it comes from a place of so much goodness.
Right.
So when you get crapped on, I think some people start to question themselves, and that's sad. That's really sad for those people.
And it makes it sad because that makes people that have a really good heart not want to give to anyone else. And not everybody's like that. I would say 97% of the world is not like that.
Right.
You can tell usually if somebody's going to be, yes, Dozer, what would you like? He's literally pawing me and staring at me like, hey, like a kid. What?
What are you eating? Come here.
Oh, I was like, I'm not eating nothing. He just wants to get my lap, and he's not doing it.
Are you eating cannibal again? Stop it.
Yes. Can I put Mountain Dew?
Yeah. Hey, take Dozer and his Chewy in their house, please. Go. Go. Sorry. Okay.
So I don't necessarily think that like when you get stressed, take a break from social media, but in the event that like you can't kind of compose yourself, you should take a break from, commenting or, doing a live. Or if you're going to comment, the thing that I've always told my friends with social media is if you're going to comment and you're really, really fired up, like count to 20 and see if you're still fired up. So fingers don't get ahead of what, you can kind of have some time to chill out. And I think Jules of Thought, she's in here. I think she would maybe agree with that. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not in her brain, but if you just give yourself some time and you can refocus your energy on something like counting, sometimes that helps. At least it does for me.
Yeah, I mean, like, for instance, I'm going to bring this up, but when I put out that Ronnie Watts video, Mandy came at me and said something. I can't remember exactly what was said, but, I didn't let it bother me. And, I was like, well, everybody's going to have their opinion. And that time I was like really stressed out. I hadn't had sleep for 2 days. I was so like, this case, just like with us all, and I truly should have taken a break. So Mandy had said something, and I don't remember what I said back, but I didn't hold it against her, because we all have to be open-minded.
I was kind of rude too. I was being pretty crass, but very blunt, like at the same time. And you still didn't take offense to it. And I was like, this girl's cool.
Aw,
like I just talked to her the way that I would talk to anybody in my life. Like, no, that's not it. No, okay, honey, just go take a nap. And it wasn't like, what are you doing? Are you being, horrible to me or something? It didn't turn out that way. And I was like, oh my gosh, she doesn't she doesn't look into, something else in a text. And I was like, that's neat.
Yeah, and anytime like she texts me and like she's like, I won't be able to get back to you right away. I'm sorry. I'm like, honey, I'm not like that. I know you have a life. I know you have children. I know you're busy. I don't take offense if somebody doesn't text me back, even if it's that same day. Because I can't get back to everybody. I think I told her 1 month on my YouTube channel, I had 17,000 comments to go through. 17,000. My jaw hit the floor.
Oh my gosh. Valerie Walsh said, what's up with this Susan?
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, who's Susan?
I don't know who Susan is.
Oh.
Who asked that? Valerie Walsh, can you kind of explain in detail what you're talking about, honey? Thanks, Kim Brown. Appreciate that.
Oh, Lucy's World.
Hey.
First video she saw was about my great aunt's murder investigation that I'm trying.
That's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
And I will put Mandy's, most of you all that's in the chat know Mandy's channel, but for those of you that don't, I will put the link to her channel in the description box. You got to make sure you check it out, because as far as research goes, this chick is top notch. Just saying that. Scare performance. Drama. I will be seeing you at 11 o'clock, buddy. I do a podcast with him at 11 on Fridays.
I was staring at my cat because he was trying to open the door. And I was like, what? Are we getting off? You want me to come back at 11? That's not going to happen.
No. Applesauce says she believes that they are talking about Susan Bonds.
Oh, what about Susan Bonds?
I don't know. Who is that?
She's, I think she's a wrench for Go Lightly. But I don't know what she has to do with anything. I mean, I guess that's something a little over my head too.
I don't know. I haven't been.
You know what? I probably should have called Applesauce and asked her to go scam the internet or the YouTube world for me. before we went live tonight while I was taking a shower, because she's awesome. That's like the best moderator in the world, because anything I need or like want her to look into or something, like she's on it. And what's great too is she knows my my number, and she doesn't like blow me up and like try to constantly be me. She's awesome. I think anybody that needs a moderator, if there's anybody out there with like a channel and you don't know who a good moderator is, if Applesauce is willing, you should take her on. She's awesome.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't think twice when she asked about it. She's like, hey, if you need some help, I'm right there for you. And so I just gave her the wrench.
She's
and
awesome.
I usually have tons of mods in here, but the circumstances is not, they're probably, most of my subs aren't really, they don't really know what's going on. I'm sure they might know now from all the videos, but, and I don't like doing videos. I try not to attack someone, but when I was attacked, yeah, I kind of.
Where is this train coming from? Hold on, let me mute and then you finish what you're saying.
She got another train. Did that train go in reverse? I know sometimes I'll have a train that'll come through and I'm like 10 minutes later, another train's coming, but the opposite direction. I'm like, how did that happen? Like, I don't know. I guess I'd have to be a conductor and work on the railroad to understand it. But there's a place in New York City, I think it is, where they literally have trains that go on in the city, right there on the roads, and they have to stop traffic. I think it's New York City. Scare Performance. If you're still in here, what was that city? Was it Chicago? New York, Chicago. I don't want to tell them wrong. But yeah, it was really freaky to see like a CVS train right there in the street. Scare Performance is ignoring you. He's trolling. He's trolling. A good troll. He's a good troll. Hey Doc, what's going on? Applesauce, if I ask for no racist comments, no talking crap about anybody else, like calling people names, and no spamming. That's all I ask. You can time them out at first, and if they keep doing it, and then, block them after the third time. And sometimes mods aren't deleting them. Sometimes YouTube had the spam things on, so sometimes YouTube will automatically delete it, and then you have to go back and approve it. Sometimes it won't let you approve it, so I can't really see what's going on right now. I didn't see anything. You can swear to a certain extent, try not to do any F-bombs, and don't say the Lord's name in vain. This whole thing is upsetting to people, so I'm going to understand if you're going to swear. I try not to swear on my broadcast. But I mean, I don't like to swear at all, period, but sometimes I do. So, I think we all, when we get upset. Yeah, I mean, as far as this stuff goes, it depends on what context they're using it in. Just use your discernment. I'm not going to be that picky. But, yeah, Kim's awesome too. Kim, I thought you had a wrench. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. I need to get your train schedule, Mandy. For reals. Let's see. My babies are on there. Oh, my daughters. Hello, world. Flynn Ryder, what is MJ12? MJ12. Let's see. Oh, my phone just went off. Are you texting me? Okay, it was Facebook. Hey, Dean Smith, what's going on? I see you. Okay. Chat stopped. Chat is controlled by the train. That's funny. MJ12. I thought it was MS13. Oh, MJ12. Okay, must be something different. Sorry, Flynn. And that's weird that that actually got deleted in the chat. Funny, huh? I am good, figure skating coach. I'm good. How are you?
Longest trains ever. We usually only have one, like, I don't know. They're never this close together.
I seen a train not too long ago. It was one of those CPS trains that, hold cargo and stuff. And you'll never guess what one of the cars said on it.
K Smalls?
No.
Oh.
It said Pizzagate is real.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, no, I just did not see that on a train. Stuff's getting out in the world when you see that on a train graffitied. Right?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Pizzagate is real. Anal Gate is real. I mean,
where's Critters at?
She was I think barbecuing for some friends or something.
Okay.
But she's gonna watch it, after.
Okay.
But I did talk to her. I'm just so happy that she's in such good spirits.
Oh yeah, me too.
Last night in one of her uploads, I was so happy.
Sorry, I had to mute real quick. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay. So in her live today, and I'm talking about Mrs. A. Somebody said that at the end of her stream, they heard a gun cock. Did you hear anything about that?
Yeah. What I heard was that it was like she cocked the rifle and then and then she pulled the trigger or whatever, but it was an empty shell casing or something. That's not verified. Like,
hold on just a second. Let me ask my husband this. If you put an empty shell casing in a rifle and you cock it and you shoot it, is it going to make a noise or no? What would it sound like? Just a click.
I don't even think you can shut it on. Casing expands.
Okay, so he says that he doesn't think that you can even put an old casing in a rifle because it expands, so it probably wouldn't fit.
Yeah, that like I said, that's just what I heard. So I wasn't like trying to put that out there as fact.
Right,
like,
right.
Unless I know fact, then I'll tell you guys it's fact. But if I say I heard, like, people need to pay attention, especially on YouTube. Whenever somebody says I heard or I think, they're not presenting facts. I just want to cover that, like,
right,
totally holy for everybody that's listening. Like, don't take everything that's said on YouTube unless you hear
it yourself, or if you know or see it yourself. Just like when people are talking about other people too. If you have a problem with an individual, the best thing to do, and if you have a question or if you question them, go to that person directly and talk to them. Don't go by hearsay and automatically start attacking that person just because of what somebody else said, because that happened to me. I was getting attacked on all ends for the hussy stuff, and I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah.
And
I was also the YouTube in-house hacker. So like I would go, so I ended up using humor to, just kind of deal with everything. So I go into other channels or something, and I'd say hi, and people are like, oh my gosh, majestically Mandy's here. And I'd be like, yep, here's the in-house hacker. Everybody hide your IP addresses.
Right. Yeah, I had to make by me doing that video, it kind of helped me out, calling her out on it too. But yet, I still felt like people still believed because she had the chance to apologize when she was supposedly telling everybody the truth. It had come out and she's like, here's what she said. She's like, no, I'm not going to apologize to her because she didn't donate.
Right?
I'm like, so that's what this is all about, Because before she had said, when she was complaining about me emailing the PayPal, she said, she didn't donate to the PayPal. She emailed the PayPal email. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what this is all about. She's mad because I didn't donate.
Yes. And see, and I never donated either. And I know she's seen me in other lives, donating money and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what made her mad at me for a while there was because I had done super chats for Go Lightly, just to get her some information out. And she was so mad. She'd be like, Shay can donate to Go Lightly, but I don't ever see Mandy in here giving me any super chat donations or any thumbs up.
Thumbs, guys, hit the thumbs.
Hit the thumbs.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you. Wait, is Crazy Granny's in here?
Crazy Granny's in here?
I don't know. I just saw someone say I saw that.
Oh, she is. Crazy Granny here. Yay.
Hey, Crazy Granny here.
You want to join on? I can send you a link, Crazy Granny. You can come in here
that would be so fun.
You can be funny with us.
Yes.
Everybody put a 1 if you want Crazy Granny to join. Put her on the spot.
I'd like to break her thumbs.
Me and Mandy are just sitting. She says she's shy. Me and Mandy are just sitting in our garage, just chain smoking while we're doing a live stream.
Actually, I am actually on my back porch because it's not that cold where I live.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the temp?
I don't know. What's the temp? Let's see. Why can't I find my weather app?
62.
62.
6? What? Oh my gosh, I'd be in heaven.
It was like, what was it? Like, I had 30s, 40s yesterday, low 40s, and then now it's 62. It's going to be 78 tomorrow. I'm going to go swimming.
No.
Yeah, Monday I'm going swimming.
I wouldn't say swimming, because it's been so cold that water is going to be ice. Are you going indoors?
No, I'm kidding. I'm not really going to go swimming.
Okay. Well, it's 31 here. Real feel 36, believe it or not.
Real feel?
Yeah, real feel is wind chill.
Oh, yeah, Kim. I don't want to live where you live in Alaska.
What'd she say?
It's -9 in Alaska.
Oh, goodness.
And that's probably not even the air temp. That's just, the temperature.
Yeah, Healing with Woodsman said it was 7 degrees there.
-25 yesterday. Oh my gosh. Healing with Woodswoman. Are you like staying inside with Luther? Or isn't his name Luther? Healing with Woodswoman?
Her dog?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
What is he? What did she say? A poodle?
Cocker Spaniel mix.
Spaniel. Okay.
It was -20 below here, the wind chill. So real feel -20 day before yesterday. The kids have been off school now 3 days. So let's see, Wednesday. Sorry, blonde moment kicked in there. I can't keep my days straight for nothing. But yeah, -20, and they canceled school. And then it snowed that night. And then so the next day they didn't have school. And then there was still snow left over from yesterday. So the kids got 3 days off this week. So by the time Monday rolls around, I'm going to be like, hallelujah, y'all kids need to go to school. I'm about to lose my cool.
They were home all week or what?
Pretty much Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
Friday.
and now it's Friday.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're going to end up having a freeze here, and it's going to be either the end of February or March, because that's usually when we get our freeze, right, babe? Yeah, sometime in February. It's usually around my mom's birthday. It seems like it like gets kind of warm, and then all of a sudden at the end of the month when my mom's birthday rolls around, there's like a big freeze and like ice all over the roads.
uh-huh.
Like thick ice.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that's the worst when there's ice underneath snow. You
don't
just
get
you don't
snow.
going nowhere.
We don't get snow. All we get is freezing rain.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
We've gotten snow sometimes, but a majority of the time we get freezing rain, and it's like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and no matter what you drive, four-wheel drive or what, it doesn't matter. It's not going to do anything on ice.
Was it last New Year's Eve whenever I went to Target and I slid around the corner? Yeah, so I left for Target, and the temperatures were just dropping below freezing, maybe for what, like 30 minutes or something.
Uh-huh.
And it started raining, and there's this big curve that I have to go around to get into town. And none of the roads were slick yet. And as soon as I hit that, my whole entire like Suburban was just like sliding around
Oh, wow.
oncoming traffic.
Oh, my gosh.
A 2-lane road, like one way in, one way out.
Whoa.
But I didn't freak out. So I think that helped me.
I think the only thing that happened to me as far as being in traffic goes is I had a Chrysler Pacifica, which it sucks because I really liked the way that drove. Like literally you felt like you were on clouds when you drove it, but it had something wrong with the gas tank. I wasn't having that because I was on the main highway in my city and it just broke down right there. I was sitting at a red light and it just broke down. And thank God somebody pulled up next to me. Now, this wasn't my typical car. So, thank God I knew the person that pulled up next to me, right? And they were like, Kim, is that you? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, you need help? I said, yeah. So I put it in neutral and then they pushed it into a parking lot for me. But I was like freaking out. I was like, what do I do? What do I do?
Is that Chrysler Pacifica? Is that a minivan?
No,
Oh,
it's a small SUV is what it is. And
You're
it
a
was
stalker.
really nice.
Own it.
Hey, I have an Edge now, a Ford Edge. I'm going to own that because that car does everything but wipe my butt. Let me just tell you. I don't know if I like all of that stuff, but I'll take it. I'll take the sunroof. I like that because my first car had a sunroof and I missed it. But and another thing is too for the kids, I was more excited for the kids being able to have heated seats in the back and vents.
Yeah.
Because the last car that I had didn't even have vents for the kids in the back. And now they have heated seats, but not air conditioned, but just heated. And I was more excited for that than all the other stuff on the car. So it's not brand new or nothing. I got it used. I got a really good deal. It's a 2015. But I mean, still it's new to me, right?
It's pretty dang new. We're only just now in 2019. So
yeah, well, my husband wanted to get it for me, and it's for my birthday. So we traded in my other car, which was a 2013. So, but yeah, he's like, I want to get this as part of your birthday. So I was like, oh, you're awesome.
I feel like everybody's listening to our daily conversation right now.
Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, guys. We're not ignoring you. I promise. We just I don't know. I guess we just get into our own zone. We don't mean to.
Yeah, it's so weird because this whole hussy thing really brought me and Mandy together. And then once we started talking, I was like, I like you. It's just we just kind of clicked. You don't really do that with everybody that you speak with or communicate with and stuff. So, you got to think about this. Whenever there's something bad, there's always going to be a silver lining that comes afterwards.
Yes, and the bad times are only temporary.
Yes.
So no matter how it's affecting you at the time, even if you're super depressed, and you just really, really get brought down, you just have to keep repeating to yourself, this is only temporary. This is only temporary. This too shall pass. And it really does. It really, really does.
Yeah.
Everything bad in life is only temporary. And eventually
That's right. Healing Woodsman just said it. It said Lady A helped us all make good friends. And yeah, amen to that. You know, it brought us all closer, and we're a really large community now, you know?
Absolutely.
So I'm thankful for all of you, and I'm thankful for the ones that, you know, haven't judged me for the wrong that I've put out when it, in all reality, with that Watts video, you know, I've already explained myself. I really, truly thought I was helping out. And as soon as I found out that it wasn't, I took it down. I retracted it. I take it down. There's not going to be anything that I don't think is truth that I'm going to keep up. And that had 40,000 views on it. You know, I could have made money on that, and I wasn't worried about it. And that's not why I'm on YouTube. I'm not here to make money. I've only monetized like 6 months total out of the 6 years I've been on here. And it's for personal reasons. And I usually help other people out. I do donations and giveaways on my channel every once in a while. So,
Where's my gift?
well, let's see. It's under my bed.
Wow. Well, I don't know what's under your bed.
It's in a pretty box.
Oh, even scarier. Dana, a little bit. I'm glad that you watched the video with the gun cocking, and now you believe what a lot of people have said. Because Dana, I know you caught a lot of heat for the phone call that you gave her, and man, I hope that she didn't swindle the cops away from her again like she did that one night. And I hope that she's actually getting help. I really, really do. And that was something that I wanted to address tonight too. I was going to go live, but me and Kim were talking today, and I decided to come on with her. But I want to address something with everybody. I saw some things where people were telling her to commit suicide, and I don't think that that's cool at all. I don't condone that. If you want to tell her that you like are very angry with her, that's fine. You can use your anger words and your anger feelings, but for anybody to tell someone to kill themselves, I'm not cool with that. And
Nope.
I'm gonna have a hard time if I see you in my channel, because my daughter's father committed suicide 2 years ago. That's a really close thing to me. So I just wanted to make a blanket statement, because I was going to address that on my own channel. And I support a lot of people, and I put a lot of my heart into everything that I've been doing over the past, 2 weeks now since I came on YouTube as a channel. So I just want to let everybody know that I don't support that or condone that. And if you come into my channel and I know that you've said that, I will confront you. So either don't come into my channel, or at least say that you're sorry for saying that, because that is pretty evil. No matter if she holds this evilness that, caused her to want to scam people and lie about cancer. And then even today to go as far as to fake her own suicide. I don't agree with that. And I really want y'all to look in your hearts and just not do that anymore to anybody.
And we're not sure if anybody here actually did that. We're just saying, just try to refrain from saying anything like that. It's not going to help the situation. I don't care.
I mean,
you're really mad or what. We don't condone that. So,
yeah. And I'm not telling anybody, don't use your angry, if you're angry and you're like, but you suck at life, I can't believe you've done this to me or to us or to anybody else. I'm not telling you what you can say, but all I'm telling you is I don't support people telling someone to commit suicide or to just get it over with already or anything like that. And I will have a problem with that, because I have shared my personal life story as far as suicide goes and my daughter that lost her dad. So I won't be okay with that. And I'm not going to hate on you, but I will ask that you apologize,
Mhm.
you know, even on my channel, like just, you know, say you're sorry for saying it. Or I'm not really going to welcome that because I can't get on the same page with that. And I know that, you know, viewers come in and they comment and stuff like that. But, you know, a lot of people have said on YouTube over the past month, quality over quantity. And
Right,
that's
exactly.
how I feel about my channel.
Right.
And my mods know that too. They know that the minute that nobody, you know, supports the, you know, don't be mean to people with suicide stuff. I don't want them in my lives or in my chats. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, I know people that have committed suicide, and it's just not cool. And you know, for somebody to even joke about that, I mean, that has children, it's and I'm talking about her with the gun. That is the most selfish thing anyone can do, especially if you have children.
Right. You know, and some people do go through that, and you pass your burden on to your children, to your spouse, your friends, your family. Like people just can't get over that. But I wanted to mention what Jules of Thought said. You can be arrested as an accessory if the person does in fact commit suicide. So everybody needs to keep that in mind. You think you can hide behind YouTube, but when something comes that serious and
that happened to a girl.
right.
Yeah, her boyfriend or best friend or something, wasn't it? And she was young.
And if you tell someone to die,
Right.
you know, you're not just saying like, oh, you know, you should kill yourself or something. But if you're like, oh, you should die, because I know I said that, but that wasn't right either. So I needed to retract that. And thank you, Jules of Thought, for catching that, because that's also something that can get you into a lot of trouble. And you cannot hide behind YouTube in your comments when the law gets involved.
Right.
And
YouTube, the way YouTube works, even if you delete any videos, any channel, the authorities have the power to go in and see all of that through YouTube. They can get a subpoena and find anything that's been deleted.
especially if it gets that serious that someone really does take their own life from, you know, people saying, kill yourself, drive yourself into a tree, you should die, like all that kind of stuff. If somebody really does that, you're going to get in trouble, period. End of story. You cannot hide behind fake YouTube accounts. You can't.
And YouTube's working on weaving all those out of the platform. So
Absolutely. And
back in December, they were weaving them out.
yeah, and didn't YouTube say something like, if you have alternate accounts or something like that, like they're gonna start working to just shut them down, like period. Like
If
just shut them down.
they have no activity on them, yes.
Yeah. If you
If
have
you're
like,
still fully using them and they're through verified emails, they're fine. But
yeah.
if you have something that has no content on it, you know, have a playlist. You know, make a playlist on your channel. If
Yeah, you have to like
uploading on
stuff
YouTube,
like that.
yeah.
But you also, I read too that they're gonna start having people attach their YouTube accounts with their phone numbers. And they're trying to put that into effect this year, but it's going to take a bit.
What do you mean, for verification?
Yep.
Okay, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's an absolutely good thing.
Yeah. I have my Google already set up that way, two-way verification. So it's pretty much the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that is a good thing. Always try to step up two-step verification on any platform if it allows it. I believe Twitter does it, YouTube, Google. Discord is really, really like you have to know the person's name, their hashtag, and their number before you can add them.
Yep.
You know, and I really wish YouTube would be the same way as Twitter. You know, oh, somebody already has that handle name. You can't choose that.
Right.
But then again, drama brings YouTube a lot of money. So
Right.
more than likely.
That happened to me the other day, and I don't know if anybody saw it. There was some comments, and they made a YouTube that said my name, and it had a totally different picture. And they were on Go Lightly's channel, and they were commenting underneath a video of hers, and they gave out my real cell phone number and my address. And there are, I haven't really seen it a whole lot on YouTube, but I came from Facebook, and that happened a lot on Facebook. And so this one person, if you piss her off and you talk to her like you're her friend, she's gonna go after you, because that happened to me. So just be careful, even if you meet people that you think you like in chat or group messages in Facebook, especially if they're a little off, like just be careful, guys.
One thing I wanted to ask you, Mandy, earlier you had mentioned something about the Text Now app.
Yes, I asked you to look into that to see if you can change your voice through the Text Now app.
I believe so. I believe you can. And I think, don't hold me to this, but I also heard you can actually spoof your number, like make your number look like somebody else's. And if Text Now doesn't do that, there are apps that do that. You can put any phone number you want. Say, like, if I wanted to put my mom's phone number and I wanted to spoof my brother, it would look to my brother as if my mom was calling him. And then I could change my voice and stuff too. So, I mean, there are ways to do things.
Why is that even out there like that?
Who knows? Who knows?
That should be automatically shut down. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, you're fine. Another thing that shouldn't be, well, I wouldn't say it shouldn't be done, but if you're going to put your phone number into a mass group text with other people, at least give them the common courtesy to let them know, because everyone in that group text is going to have your cell phone number, and you may not even be aware of it at the time. That happened to me, and it was not appreciated. I didn't care for, 4 or 5 other people having my phone number. I mean, you give somebody your phone number, you feel like they're confident that they won't. That would be like giving 5 other people your phone number without you knowing it, So, yeah, Red Lotus. Yeah, it's not cool. It's just not cool. So, and, I was actually put in a mass text with another YouTuber that I really wasn't getting along with at the time. And that was Gray Hughes. I appreciated him. I ended up thanking him for debunking my video because he had better technology than I did. All I had was a touch screen that zooms. That's it. And, I'm thinking he has a little bit better equipment with more high definition, and he was able to debunk it. And I appreciated that. I told him thank you. But the way that he presented it on his channel and the way he talked to me, I did not appreciate. And then right after that, I was put into a mass group text with him and did not even know. I was sitting there carrying on a conversation with someone I had no idea who they were. And then come to find out, we were, who each other was. And it was like, wow, so, I mean, his research is good, but it's not somebody I'm subscribed to. Because, I mean, I like to do my own research and investigations. But, I mean, I tell you what, if I ever wanted something looked into as far as something like that video I did present, I may contact him to see, hey, can you look at this for me? But other than that, I wasn't really pleased with my phone number being in that mass text. So that's not a cool thing unless somebody knows ahead of time. It doesn't take 2 seconds to ask permission to somebody, hey, I'm going to put you in a mass text with these people. Are you okay with it? So that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm just reading the chat, guys. Waiting for Mandy to get back. What's 'tis me going through? Can't see it. Oh, I can't find it. And if excuse me, I was just getting ready to tell them, if you all have a question for us in the chat, make sure to put the @ symbol and then our name, and then that way it'll be highlighted in the chat for us to see.
Yes.
I also learned a little trick with YouTube chat. You want to hear it? I don't know if people know about this yet. You can do the colon symbol and then whatever emoji you want to use, and that emoji will pop up instead of having to go to the emoji thingy. Okay, so like if I want to flower, okay, I'm going to hit is it a semicolon? Just the 2 dots by themselves next to the L. Is it a semicolon or a colon?
Man, I don't know.
Okay, well, whatever the 2
colon.
dots.
Okay, I see what you're saying. My husband's paying better attention than I am.
So you hit the colon, and then I'm going to type in flower, and look, it says flower playing cards.
Well, that's not the same.
Well, no, it's not. But I mean, you play with it. You just play with it. Like type in the colon and put like heart. There you go. And it works. See? That way you don't have to keep. Oh, theirs isn't working. You might be on a phone. It might not work on a phone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it only works on here because, like, I typed in colon HA and then look, hamburger.
Yeah, you got a hamburger? Is it okay? Say if it's not working, you don't have to put a space. If it's not working, you have to have like a desktop or a laptop or PC.
Well, wasn't that anticlimactic? You're right, Sarah Smile. It was very anticlimactic.
What did this person say to me?
I don't know if there's a ongoing investigation with anal right now. Someone in our chat might know a little bit more, and if that someone wants to say something, they can, but I don't know at this point.
I do know that the police were called.
Right.
And I'm not going to say who said that, but basically I'll say this. They waited, when they called the police, they waited until they heard someone be dispatched out there before they actually hung the phone up. They wanted to make sure that someone was dispatched. So who knows? Arrest.org is actually a good place to look if you want to find, if somebody has been arrested. I see Fizzy Pop in the room. Fizzy Pop. Thanks, Figure Skating. I seen your message a while ago. I'm glad you find my channel too. You found it. Can't speak. So we try to have fun here. It's just, man, I've been so tired the last few days and researching and stuff. And I usually have really, really like a lot of stuff to talk about. And this was kind of a spur of the moment thing. So
yes,
we'll be a little bit more prepared.
Okay, wait. Let's pause real quick.
What?
All right. Sarah Smile, 1971. I called. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Can y'all still hear me even with the train?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I called and waited for it to be dispatched, and I called CPS, gave info, and was called back an hour later asking for more information and was told they will investigate.
Huh.
So did they arrest her or anything? Do you know, Sarah Smile?
And Sarah, was it local PD or was it state police? Okay. It was Allen PD. Okay. I don't know. It just seems like maybe state police needs to be called. I think local PD has been the one that's been out there. What did she say? 3 times? So this makes 4. My goodness, if you keep getting calls on the same person, I mean, they're probably making it look out to be, oh, they're just harassing, blah, blah, blah. When little do they know that there really is fraud and a scam that's been going on. Not only just fraud and a scam, but if you all are not aware of this, lying about cancer and getting donations and money is a federal offense. That's when FBI get involved.
Yeah, that's definitely a trigger. And you know, when she acted like that and did that, I want everybody to understand something. And I'm not like a psychologist or anything like that, but dealing with a suicide support group and people that have lost a loved one to suicide. So it's not a support group for suicide. It's a support group for people who have lost a loved one to suicide. From all the stories that I had heard, you know, to pretend that you're going to commit suicide so that you can get out of a consequence, that really pulls on people's heartstrings, and that really makes people want to kind of pull off on any kind of action. And that's not fair either.
Rachel Hayden said, of course it's our fault. And she has a son that's not going to school either. Just saying.
Yeah. And rolling her eyes.
She hasn't been sending her son to school?
Who knows?
What? Well, I would say maybe this week, if her son's been home, it could have been due to the weather. Because I know.
Yeah, I think I saw that on one of her lives, that she said that her son wasn't at school because of the weather.
Yeah, because my kids, like I said, were out for 3 days this week.
Mm-hmm. So that's kind of the thing that I said earlier. Like, don't listen to other people's rumors. Like, actually dig and try to find facts first. Because that's the other thing too with YouTube. Like, you can't, it's not like Facebook. You can't like share a screenshot of something that somebody said and tag them and like try to make sure that that information is verified. So you go from channel to channel and chats and, you know, spread this stuff. So it's kind of like, have you verified it? Do you know if it's true before you go into another chat and spread it in a room of, you know, anywhere from 100 to 700 people? You know, you guys got to be careful what you say, because one small rumor can really, really, really turn something upside down, and it causes confusion, and then people don't know who to trust.
And you lose your credibility.
Yeah, even as a sub, you know.
Yeah.
If you show up as a sub and you're constantly spreading wrong information, I mean, that's why I said Applesauce is a great mod, because, you know, she's really in tune with, you know, looking at that kind of stuff. So is Kim Lowry. She's one of my mods.
Yeah, I thought she already was a mod on my channel. So
a lot of my mods are really good at being able to discern fact from fiction. And, you know, I will eventually tell my mods all together in a live one day. I'll tell them, if you know somebody is just coming into my chat with no backed up facts, time them out. Give them 3 minutes to think about it. Maybe they'll go and investigate it a little bit further.
Unless they're asking a question. They're asking a question. You know, a question is different than the fact, you know. Yeah. A lot of people on YouTube, you know, I was telling Mandy this earlier. you need to be transparent on your findings as well. If you're going to say, hey, I'm going to present some documents, okay, you need to show what you're presenting. Show links as far as like what websites you've seen them on. And, that's of you that are wanting to either do a channel or already have a channel and you're wanting it to like, do more on it. Always provide links to what you're looking at. Picture, screen share, name your source where you got your information from, and vet that information before you present it. And transparency is huge on YouTube, Now, there are videos where, I do stuff. There are fake websites out there that put fake information out there. So make sure you vet the website. Usually on the About Us, it'll let you know if it's satire or not.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's all kinds of things that can get our heads spinning, and, it may sound all good and stuff, and we want to tell people about it, but hey, just vet your information, and nobody wants to be wrong. Nobody wants to go out and tell lies, especially
Right.
in accident, right?
With this whole analyzer, the anal gate,
Oh gosh,
whatever you want to call it. There's this woman that came out and, said all these things, and I couldn't verify it. If a simple Google search, you're in a live chat, get out of it, go Google it yourself and make sure that it's right, before you actually believe it.
She even said his name is Greg. Well, did he use Greg
right.
what? What was Greg using? What name was Greg using? And she said that he had a bunch of aliases. Well, send us that information that you found it. If there's personal information on the page for yourself that you're showing, go and edit that picture first, black out your information and then bring it back to the table.
Right.
There's ways of doing it.
Don't cause a YouTube frenzy. Because that right now something's hot, which right now anal gate is really hot. Everybody's going to talk about it.
Right.
But if you can't type that into your own Google search and verify it, then don't believe it and don't go spread it in other chats.
Yeah, I will tell you on her avatar that she used for her channel, and you'll have to tell me again, what was that channel name? Sullivan something? Carol what?
Carol Lee Sullivan.
Okay, so Carol Lee Sullivan, I took her avatar and I right-clicked. I did a reverse Google image search and it came up as girl. Now, once that pops up as girl, it's going to be a little square. Okay, even if it's round when you initially started, it came back to Google as a square with the same picture. I right-clicked on the square picture, did another reverse Google image search, and it still came back as girl. I took my avatar picture, did the same thing. Now, when I first initially did it, it came back as blonde. But when it was the square, I did a reverse image search on the square picture, and it came back under my YouTube channel, K Smalls. So, it's those
square reverse image search.
Yes. You just right click and in your under a picture and right click and it'll give you the option to search in Google, do image search in Google. And that's called a reverse image search. So those things really do help. I initially came back as just a blonde, but with the square picture that Google changed it to, I did another reverse image search and it came back as me. When I did the square picture on her, it came back still as girl. Her YouTube channel should have came up. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people that even in the Facebook community, the Chris Watts case, there was a really huge group called Chris Watts Accused on Facebook. And there was a lot of stuff that, sometimes people will put out there to see how gullible you are, to see if you will actually believe it, and then run with it and go spread the information while they sit there and laugh at you. And then you look like, a very uncredible, your credibility is lost. So it's like crying wolf every time you spread rumor and misinformation. Everybody as an adult that's on YouTube has the duty to make sure that their information that they're spreading is verified. Otherwise, you start a lynch mob on people about things that aren't true. And then you can get into some really big legal trouble if that person that you're attacking, you don't know. They might have money. They might be able to afford an attorney to go after you for defamation or slander, libel, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So just, you guys, be careful, especially with something this big that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
A cancer claim that turns out to be a scam, and then I'm going to fake my suicide and do a goodbye video, and then you don't do it, she should really, at this point, I think, like, there should only be a handful of people that should go in there to just see what's going on. And other than that, like, everybody should just not go to her lives. Why is Stacy live? What's going on, Desiree?
I wish she'd come over here.
For
She's
real?
live right now.
I guess I'll go look.
That link that I sent you, you can also share it to her as well. It's the same one. I would love for Stacy to come over here.
For sure.
Oh, okay. So Kim Lowry said she don't see her live.
No, I don't see her live either. She's not live.
Okay. And sometimes YouTube doesn't refresh. If you watched a live stream earlier, it'll still say live on your page for some reason.
Right.
I don't
You
know
have to,
why
like,
it does
close
that.
that. If it's on your phone, you have to, like, close out that app and then go back into it.
Right. And as far as the pictures go, I don't know if you all kind of got confused. I was just talking about avatars that are used as public on social media networks.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to show any other pictures for you.
Uh-uh.
It's just going to pull up what you're connected to. So hold on just a second. I got to mute real quick.
Yes, Olma Frazee. It is that way. Chicken Little, well, you don't have a channel. You haven't ever gone live on YouTube, so it won't really, like, hit.
All right, I'll be right back. I got to get coffee and give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, like Kim Lowry said, you may think that you can delete, but it never goes away. Sarah Smile, I agree. I don't think that there's not a crisis happening for that child. I mean, his mother is on a social media platform going crazy. Absolutely. That's bad for your kid. Anybody's kid. Right, Red Lotus, that child was like a robot. And, the questions that she was asking him were very specific to what children get asked by CPS. Are you fed? Are you scared of your parents? Do you get a shower? Is there food? It was really odd. It was almost like I was watching a CPS interrogation when she was talking to him. Jen drives a Jeep. Yeah, I don't understand how people enjoy creating chaos for other people's lives. Like, it doesn't make sense. Anybody still uses Google Plus? They're shutting it down in April. I haven't used Google Plus in like years. Right, Jesse James. Sarah Smile, I agree. They probably have been there before, but still speculation, but a good one to speculate on. Yes, applesauce. She was leading him in the questions and not letting him finish his answers.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hi. Miss anything? Miss any info?
I've just been talking to your chatters.
Cheaters. Did you have a nice year? Share? How do you say it? Share?
Share.
Share?
So she hugged the police officer. What was that all about, do you think?
What?
Okay. So I want to tell you guys, there's a lot of people that work in law enforcement, and they're not necessarily like, they're not psychologists or anything like that, but they know what to look for in the dangers of people and can discern whether or not someone is showing suicidal tendencies. And then they also are very keen on being able to be aware of the surroundings and the other people that are around. So that was the other thing that I had a problem with, is that, people keep being scared that she's going to commit suicide if anybody says something. But the cops have been called out to her house like 4 or 5 times now, and they keep leaving.
A good manipulator will be able to convince someone that they're completely 100% okay.
Not if you're suicidal. I don't see that. But a manipulator will use a tactic on other people, especially when they can't see the real tone or inflection or whatever. I mean, she went from laying there in her bed like, okay, guys. Okay, guys. Well, y'all just give me the hate. And that was earlier today. But the night before when the cops showed up and she did a live about it, she was like, okay, well, I mean, I'm sorry. Like super slow motion. Then the cops are there and she's like, hey guys, look, I'm totally fine. That's the biggest signal right there. Right
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, a manipulator can do like a light switch.
Yeah.
Emotions. And you know what? I'm sorry, but out of what I've seen personally, you all might have seen different, but throughout this whole ordeal, even with the C word, I don't even like to say that. Even with the C word, I never seen any tears.
No.
No tears.
No. And who goes and tells the internet that they have cancer before they tell their own child?
Right.
Where are your friends? Where's your family? If you really had cancer, you wouldn't put it out there to a social media platform that's on the internet and say that you have cancer before you tell your own child, and then go on to tell people, well, my son, he has a YouTube channel, but he's blocked from mine, so he can't see my lives. That's not true. You can't be so blocked from somebody's channel that you can't see their lives or their videos. You just can't comment.
Right.
And
you can always sign out and still watch.
Those were the biggest indicators that somebody was lying to me from the very, very beginning. The first time that she mentioned, my son has over 1 million subscribers on his channel.
What?
He's blocked from mine. And so he can't see anything that I'm saying. So he doesn't know I have cancer. And then she went on to get all angry and be like, Go Lightly said, Go Lightly. She's the one that told my son I had cancer.
Oh my gosh.
Well, then get your kid off YouTube or sit down and talk to your kid about cancer before you go on the YouTubes. So that was, there was so many things that were just not adding up for me.
You're serious? 1 million subs?
That's what she said, but I don't think so.
You know what I would have said? Where's the YouTube plaque?
And she said, he's not monetized, even though he has 1 million subs.
Well, no, because he's not 18. I'm surprised, if he did have 1 million subs, I'm sure it'd be monetized under her so she could get the money. But still, that's not true.
I'm sure she was, maybe her husband has a YouTube channel. I heard that he created an app called Hike It, like HIKE it, like so that when you go hiking or something like that, and then he did a YouTube video under the YouTube channel name of Steve B. And you can hear his voice and it sounds similar and all this kind of stuff. I haven't been able to find that yet either. That's why I haven't really talked about some of the things that people have come and told me, because look, I'm the kind of person where if someone tells me something, I'm going to research it. And if I don't find it, and I'm going to ask the person, give me a direct link, email it to me, put it in a text message. And if they don't, then I just go ahead and dismiss that as not true. So if there's anybody out there that can find that and actually give me or K Smalls, a link to it, please do. But I haven't been able to find it.
Yeah, like that whole felon thing, armed robbery is a very big deal. And he would not have been able to have a shotgun.
No.
He would not have been able to have, an IT.
Especially if she got pulled over. And that lady also said she got pulled over in 2018 or something. In September or October, she got pulled over and was arrested for having meth in her car or something.
Yeah, we would have heard about that. She was always on our channel then. So.
And she was in Chris Watts' Facebook groups. I mean, once I found out what her real name was, I went back to all my Chris Watts groups and I read all of her comments. She was always very active in all of these Facebook groups. So I was just kind of like, that's not true.
Do you know there's a group on Facebook or a profile on Facebook that was under Chris Watts? That's all it said. And it had a clown as the avatar.
Yeah, we dealt with that person a lot too.
Yeah, because they were sending me messages and links and stuff. And I was like, who is this person?
I can't really remember who it was, but they also started a Facebook group and ended up finding out that the guy that was running the page had a criminal history and the Facebook profile. And then him and his old lady got into a big, huge fight. And then she let out all of his secrets. It was crazy. I'm telling you, the Chris Watts groups on Facebook, that was the first time I ever followed a true crime on social media. And the things that I saw, if I had 5 hours to talk to everybody about things that I saw, you guys would get why now on YouTube, even though I'm a new channel creator, I can smell the poop from a mile away because I saw it. I used to go and debunk a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's why I don't get on Facebook hardly ever. I'll get on there for family stuff or, I'll get on Messenger and what?
I said, yeah, my family and my friends, that's it now. Yeah. Now that I came over to the YouTube world, I don't really do a whole lot on the Facebook. But I heard that Facebook is kind of slowly dying and people are coming over to YouTube to make channels. So this is going to become the Facebook live world.
I hope not.
So it is. It's becoming that way. So that's why I'm trying to educate people and tell them whatever somebody says, get out of their live for a minute, go to your other, tab on your internet and look it up. See if it's true before you believe it.
Yeah, and typically, like when I do my broadcast where I go over like certain news stories and stuff, I typically try to always have the links in the description box for you guys. And that's just so you can research with
What
me.
is with these trains?
That's 3 in like 20 minutes, right?
You've got to be kidding me.
Wow.
It's never happened this much. It's just because I'm doing a live in my backyard.
That's too funny. That's a lot of trains. I've had 2, but not 3. Let's see. I heard the train first, and then she heard the train, and then I heard the train, then she heard the train. So it's my turn next.
We usually have them at like 6, and then we usually have them at 2, 4, 6, and 9, and then like usually around like midnight. So seriously, this is super surprising to me, or I wouldn't have sat outside on my back porch. I really didn't think that they were going to have like Train Fest 2019 tonight. I guess I missed the memo.
Obviously. Yeah, it'll be my turn next. Mine's not as loud, though.
I think with Woods Woman, I want to address this. I really want to know how Golightly is a scammer. Because I am all about facts and I am all about truth. I understand there's a lot of people out there that, don't like her personality and, whatever. But I'm still trying to figure out how she scammed anything. She did everything that everybody has done on YouTube with the Chris Watts stuff to become, popular. She covered a popular story. And you guys, like, YouTube isn't her life. It seems like it might be her life, but it's not. She also has a life elsewhere. And I know on another social media platform that her and Shanann's mom are actually friends. Her mom does talk to her, and like her mom's okay with it. So the rest of us just need to let it go. If the victim's mother is fine with what she's doing, then we really can't have an opinion and call her a scammer about anything that she's done.
Yeah, I don't see where she scammed anyone.
I did not call her a scammer in my pug video. I just said I don't know how sure I am that it wasn't a scam because I asked for receipts and did not receive them. I was very, very clear about that.
Right.
So don't put words into my mouth.
Right.
Because I know what I said, and I never said. I just said I asked for them. It's been 8 days. I haven't seen them, so I don't know. All I know is the website that the pug was purchased from had an address in my town. I went to go look and see if anybody lived there because I was going to knock the door, guys. Like, I drove by, showed it, and I guess you guys think that, like, I just drove by and showed a house where no one was there. I stopped the video. I got out of my car and went and looked in the windows, and there was no furniture in the home. And I also talked to the neighbors, and they said for the past 6 months, there's been a few people who had come by looking for a pug breeder. So it wasn't just her. It wasn't a made-up site that she paid someone to make. This had been going on because it used to be your Riverside Pugs, but before that, it was Pinner Pugs with the same address.
Huh.
So this had been going on for 6 months. I talked to the neighbors myself.
Interesting.
With women, I agree. We are entitled to our thoughts and opinions, but to say something about someone, it needs to start with, like, I feel or I think they're a scammer instead of saying, like, she is a scammer. That's a fact versus a thought or an opinion. And that's all. I'm not trying to come down hard on anybody, but we need to watch our words that we say, because you say something and then you need to prove that you need to have receipts that that person is what you're saying. So put your descriptive words in front of something first. It'll keep you out of trouble. I'm not trying to come down hard on people. I'm just trying to say, don't put something out there as fact. People can screenshot it and send it or make a video of it. And then it looks like you're telling people that you know a fact instead of putting I think or I feel in front of it. That's all I'm saying. It's just some advice. That's it.
Blue Topaz says her excuse about the mascara for embezzlement charges was very iffy, though. My gut tells me she didn't tell the truth, in my opinion. Mascara, embezzlement.
She said so there's supposedly an embezzlement charge, and she said the only thing that she's gotten in trouble for was that she was leaving Target and had mascara in the bottom of the basket because it didn't get like put on the belt for the scanner or whatever. And she was like, I've never dealt with embezzlement. And I'm confused because I thought embezzlement meant like if you owned a company or a charity or something
That was real estate property.
It was real estate property that she embezzled.
Pretty sure.
I don't know.
Property.
I don't know. I haven't really looked into it because so much has been said that, you know, so many people have so many things that they say about her that I couldn't possibly spend that much time looking for it on top of everything else that I've been looking for over the past 2 months, you know? So that's why I'm saying, unless you have the proof and you do a request for the court records so that you can actually see what went down, don't throw it out there. Just don't. Give
me just a second. I'm going to pull it up real quick. Pull it. I'm not going to show it. I'm just going to read it. You can chat in the chat room, but I can't see the chat right now.
And as she was embezzling, being married to a military officer, he would have gotten an Article 15. Bless this mess. Thank you for saying just my opinion. Absolutely. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, but you need to present yourself as having an opinion instead of having a fact. That's all I'm saying. Because I would surely hate for people to spread opinions about me as if they were fact. And then when it came down to me having to show receipts, and I could show receipts, then what? Like, so you have an opinion, but you stated it on a social media platform as a fact. So always just make sure that unless you've looked it up yourself, if you find a court document, you know, put in a request as a public citizen reporter. Go through the steps that the courthouses require you to do so that you can get these receipts, so that if you have a strong opinion and you feel that way, then go through the steps to get your receipts. And then you'll have proof. And then you can tell people, I know this or I know that, instead of I feel this or I think that. Because until you have the receipts, you don't have a fact. You just have a feeling or an opinion, and that's how you need to word what you're saying.
Okay, so it was offense level 3. M theft / embezzlement of U.S. property. And it was the United States versus her. United States of America versus, and I believe, wouldn't that have been Target versus her? So I'm just saying it's embezzlement of U.S. property. Theft, embezzlement of U.S. property, which at that time, I believe she was in real estate. So there, I mean, that's the receipt right there. So I have a hard time believing that was mascara.
Right. But what I'm saying about that is until you get the court transcripts, like we don't know what the embezzlement was.
Right.
Right. So we can speculate what an embezzlement was, but until we actually do our due diligence to do the further research of asking the court for the documents, you can say somebody embezzled something, but we don't know anything further than that. So we can't say for sure we know this or for sure we know that, because that allows too much room for speculation and rumor. And none of you would like to have that happen to you. And Janie Boyd, I saw your comment and I wanted to address it. Are you personal friends with Frankie? And where did he say that he never got his money for New Orleans? Because she refunded everybody's money. So, of course, he wouldn't have got it for New Orleans because he didn't show up.
All right. I've got the website that explains what embezzlement is. Actually a type of theft. Embezzlement is one kind of property theft. It occurs when someone who was entrusted to manage or monitor someone else's money or property steals all or part of that money or property for the taker's personal gain. The key is that the defendant had legal access to another's money or property, but not legal ownership of it. Taking the money or property for the defendant's own gain is stealing. When combined with the fact that it is stealing was also a violation of a special position of trust, you have the unique crime of embezzlement. It said it can occur in a variety of circumstances. For example, a bank teller has legal access to client money and is trusted to handle but not take the money. Officers and employees of companies can also embezzle funds belonging to the company, as can family members caring for a relative, professionals like lawyers or board members who handle client or investor money, or anyone in a position of trust with regard to someone else's money or property. And then it just goes on to say, basically property type, value. So pretty interesting stuff there.
And this could be a family matter that she doesn't want to discuss because sometimes if your parents are, put into a nursing home or they pass away and, you're left with being the executor of an estate will, and you do something because, maybe some of your family members are just shady ass people and you just don't, you're like, you don't deserve this money, so you don't give it to them.
And more than likely, that could have been what it was because she said it was discharged. It was dismissed. So it could have just
not want to talk about it. So
false erroneous charge. Yeah. So I mean, that's probably why she said mascara. Embezzlement is a big thing. So she's still here and she's still happy. And I very seriously doubt it was dismissed.
Right.
So
and like you said, I'm not a huge fan of Go Lightly anymore, but Lady A is the scammer. That is true.
Right.
She lied about something and she gained a monetary value from it. So why does it matter that someone sells merch or that they took donations for somebody else to get to New Orleans and they didn't show up, so she refunded the money? I mean, has anybody come forward like they have with Anal Gate and said, I donated money, but she won't give my money back because she doesn't have cancer? No, nobody said, I donated for Frankie to get to New Orleans, but she hasn't given my money back. And we do. You're right, Healing with Woods Woman. We do know for sure on Miss Anal Liar. We do know that. That is something that's a fact. We've all seen it. We heard it from our own mouth, So let's just lay off of people in general.
There's nothing in comparison. Trying to compare Marissa and Lady A, there's no comparison there, guys. None whatsoever. Yep.
Actually, you can get a life coach license in a different name because she does have Molly Golightly as an LLC. So she could get her life coaching license as Molly Golightly because she does have an LLC.
A lot of
I'm
people.
sure she's not nice, Kim Brown. I mean, people go at people and then expect someone with 20,000 subs with 700 people in her chat spreading rumors, and she defends herself and nobody gives two shits about it. But then you have Analyzer over here that keeps deflecting her responsibility with claims of, well, I'm going to kill myself then. That's horrible. I've never seen it. So Marissa might go off on people and talk to them like garbage or whatever, but whenever it comes down to the nut cutting, she's never gone, I'm going to kill myself then. I'm just going to die. Y'all just want me to kill myself. Okay.
Sorry, it was funny. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I agree. I agree. And Marissa's really not the topic of tonight's conversation.
The same way, because when you're a big channel in K Smalls, how many subs do you have?
Almost 13,000.
Okay, so when you hit that 20,000 threshold, because you cover a big case and you just blow up from 2,000, 3,000 subs to 20, you're gonna have a bunch of haters. It happens. But a YouTube personality is not who someone is for sure. So let's just stop and think about it, because, I just now got a channel. People might end up hating me eventually, but I wouldn't like if what's been done to someone else is done to me without proof. So I want you all to think about it. Go start a channel. Do something that covers something big, like Analgate. That's pretty big right now. Or, a murder that's going to be big eventually, because murders happen everywhere. Go cover that. Starting off from, just talking about nonsense on your channel with just a few subs. And then you're like, oh, I have something good that I want to talk about because it's going to be huge in the mainstream media. And then seeing how much hate you get. Because it does happen.
I will say, in the time that I've been on YouTube, after my channel started growing and stuff, I've had pretty much the same subs that come into the chat, and you learn to get to know them and they learn you. And I can honestly say I've never had any of my subs get mad at me. Never. They've never turned on me.
Sure, Sue, Soul Sister Holman, you can ask me whatever you want to. Okay, applesauce. And I believe applesauce 100%. She said, I will say it wasn't dismissed. She wasn't discharged. She had to do a diversion for the court. And if she is convicted of another crime, those records can be unsealed.
Gotcha, applesauce. Thank you for that. I'm just going by what she said.
Right.
You're right.
So there's the facts. If I'm sure if y'all want receipts, applesauce can find it for me, and me and K Smalls will put it out there for you. But she's a great investigator, and she's always very kind during even tense times in chats, and she's never said anything mean to anybody. So, and her facts, she does look them up. She does, try to be honest,
right,
and very transparent, as far as fact finding. So if anybody wants to know, she may not be able to throw it up here, but she can find it for me, and I'll share it with everybody.
Yeah, and that's the thing, if
Hold on, wait, K Smalls.
okay.
Okay, Mandy,
Oh.
someone said that your husband had to move out because CPS was coming to your house. No. That must have obviously come from Jesslyn, the person that made a false police report, and my PD is pressing charges for the false police report, not me. Just wanted to clear that up because I guess people got a little confused thinking I was pressing charges on her for false reporting. It was my PD that requested that I give a statement and provide screenshots so that they could press charges on whom they believed was calling, but couldn't give me any information. But I wrote it out for them to press the charges. And CPS was not called. They called my local PD to do a mental health welfare check on me.
Wow.
It wasn't CPS. It was actually legitimately my local PD. And I've seen screenshots from this girl to other people where she's like, Mandy would have to prove that I called the police department. Police departments aren't going to do anything about somebody calling. They would have already had my number and they would have known it was false. Then why did they ask for a statement and receipts? I just wanted to put that out there.
And Mr. Mandy's right here.
Yeah,
He
and I
hasn't got it
sent
correct.
Kay Small an email from the police department.
Yeah.
Yep.
She saw it because I trust her with my life now.
Aw, I love you too.
Oh,
Hi, Mr. Mandy.
Hello.
It just seems weird.
like I'm not one
I
of
just
those.
think it's funny.
I'm not one of those kinds of people that hides from my mother or my husband. Like my husband knows everything that I'm doing. I'm very transparent with him. He knows what I'm doing.
Same
He
here.
watches me at work, even if I go live during the day. He's the one that told me the other day, he was like, "Hey babe, you're buffering." And I was like, "Oh crap."
That was so sweet though.
Yeah,
That
like
was
I didn't even
awesome.
know he was watching me.
What's up, applesauce?
Aw, he sounds so sweet.
He is real sweet.
Oh, well, Mandy's a sweetheart too, so you all are good together.
What's
Yes.
up, Kim?
Oh, now he wants to get chatty. I guess maybe I should move and he can come sit here and chat with y'all. I think he would like that because his face isn't going to be out there. So every time I talk, he can just be the Mr. Mandy behind the Mrs. Mandy picture.
Well, I tell you what, it's about time to end the broadcast.
Mhm.
I hate to do that, but you've got things you have to do. I have things I have to do, but maybe sometime,
As soon as I got on.
Right? She's like, bye.
maybe sometime this week,
Oh, Mr. Mandy.
after we get some more information or something, and then maybe we can do some call-ins.
Yeah.
That's always fun to
I want you to
open
do call
phone
in
lines.
Google Hangout though, because this was such a pain in the butt.
No. I have a texting app that I use, and I just put it onto my microphone, and me and you can hear the call.
You just Mrs.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll do that. I'll give you all the phone number in the chat, and you all can call us.
Can I fly you to my house and then you can like set all this up for me because I'm a little.
Hey, if you pay for the ticket, I'm there. I've never been on a plane.
Really?
Yeah, I can't afford a plane ticket, so yeah, I'll help you.
No.
Hey, I'd love to just hang out with you. My gosh, forget
Well,
the plane ride.
I have
I'd
to
love
bring
to
you
hang
this
out.
summer, but leave your kids at home.
Yeah, all right, that works.
She said, "All right."
I'll let you know when summer break starts. You know, with all these winter days, I'm sure it's been pushed back a little bit. So,
Yes. I've adopted you to Lucy's World.
yeah, if you all don't know, Lucy's World's my mom.
Yeah, I didn't want to call her out like that. I didn't want to be like, that's her mom. Because I wasn't sure if people knew that or not.
Well, my subs know that. All my subs know that. But now my new subs know that. If you are subbed, you don't have to sub if you don't want to. But I'm not going to push you all to sub. But I like everybody in the chat. And I think we're an awesome group. Yeah, give me those thumbs.
Give me the thumbs, guys. Give me the thumbs.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Well, let me go
We'll go
ahead.
watch your Friday night thing, and we will do this again, guys. It's been
Yeah.
fun. And next time when we have a little bit more stuff, it'll be even more fun because
Yeah.
we're both brilliant, wonderful, beautiful women. So it'll be fun.
Crickets.
We're sisters now.
So yeah, we're gonna do this again, most definitely. We'll be more prepared next time.
Yeah.
We'll have receipts for you guys, and we'll open up the phone lines. And whatever day you want to do it, what I'll do is, if you want, check my channel. I'll put the notification out usually 12 hours before or an hour before. So you should get the notification if I'm going to go live with Mandy. I'll put it on my channel, and I'll usually also put it on excuse me, the community post. So just
And
be
I'll
looking
run
forward
like
to
a
it.
live stream event and always put it in my description that I'm going to go live with K Smalls or whoever else I may go live with. And no, I will not be, I'm not a crime channel. I'm not.
Not yet.
I'm not sure what my channel was going to be. I started off, just trying to talk to people because my great aunt was murdered almost 19 years ago, this coming up April. So I kind of did want to get that out there. And I'm going to fly to LA this summer, and I'm going to go talk to the PD and pull some public records.
Awesome.
And, but I don't plan on being a crime channel, air quotes, but I mean, I'll talk about stuff, but that's not going to be what my whole MO is for it,
She's not sure what her channel's going to be yet, but regardless, we love her. Whatever she does, I'm sure we'll like. So.
Kay Smalls will tell me what my channel is going to be. She'll tell me in the morning every day before I go live.
Alrighty. Well, I love you, Mandy.
I love you.
And then we will talk to you all later. I see Chicken Little, Kim Lowry, True Crime Junkie, Sally Stab, Lucy's World, Jesse James, much love, Floyd S., Sarah Smile, Applesauce, much love, Red Lotus, how are you, honey? Chicken Little, Francine. And the chat usually goes really
Red
fast.
Lotus, I sent you a message on Facebook. We need to talk.
Connie, just Connie, Floyd S., Soul Sister Holman. There we go. It's going now. Blue Topaz.
Another train.
Mouse. You go.
All right. Well, this is where I'm going to exit because the train's out there. So I will talk to y'all later. Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate you, and I love you so much. But
I love you
I'm going to go. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye. Be careful. Bye. Okay. Applesauce, Jesse James, Sally Stab, and I think that's all that I see. LEC's Kim Lowry. It keeps repeating. I love you guys so much. Make sure to if you wish, you can hit the like or dislike. And make sure if you do subscribe to hit the bell. That way you do get notifications. And say, for instance, you're not getting notifications, unhit the bell and hit the bell again. I have trouble with that all the time. But yeah, we'll start doing some lives on a regular basis. And yeah, I like Mandy a whole lot. She's really a sweetheart. Her heart's in the right place, just like mine. And, it's just so weird how we were brought together. I thank God for that. So much love to you all. If you have any questions or anything, you can email me. And it's under the About section on my YouTube page. I don't like to say it out loud or type it. So thanks so much, you guys. I hope you all have a blessed evening as well. Much love.